Welcome to the Spendwise Moms channel, your homemaking resource hub. This week I spent a total of $47.88 for two people, or $23.94 per person. Since I'm not hosting Christmas at our home this year, I took advantage of stocking up on some flour and chicken bouillon at Costco. I also bought the groceries I needed to make the recipes I chose this week. One of the recipes called for chicken sausage, but I just used some sausage that I found way back in the freezer from last summer. It was a little bit different than what I was supposed to use, but it worked just fine. I substituted with something I had and saved money that way. We still have lots of food in the freezer since I've cooked so much lately, so I only made 5 recipes this week. I printed out the recipes, circled the ingredients I needed, and then bought them. I made split pea soup from the peas I bought recently and used frozen carrots and onions from our garden. I made some whole wheat pita bread. A friend gave me some eggs for Christmas, and I made some scrambled eggs with peppers and onions to go with the muffins I made. I put honey berries from our garden into the muffins. I also made a homemade hamburger helper, but used deer meat instead of beef. I made some amazing bagel bread that wasn't very amazing. I won't make that recipe again. I didn't feel like making the tuna pasta, so I just made tuna salad instead. It turned out fine, but I thought the sun-dried tomatoes for the original recipe I was going to make were way too expensive. I shouldn't have bought them. I made a healthy pasta bake and substituted my own sausage that I talked about earlier. I didn't like that recipe either. I made some peanut butter kiss cookies for a Christmas potluck dinner. We also made some crabapple jelly with juice I had made earlier in the year and froze. We gave away some for Christmas gifts. Our neighbors went out of town and gave us some of their leftover food from their fridge and from a Christmas basket that they didn't want. We also received some pasta and soup mix from a family member for Christmas, as well as some cinnamon rolls, bread, and raspberry jam. We froze most of the cinnamon rolls and bread. We also froze a lot of the food I cooked this week. For Christmas, we will probably bring a side dish or dessert, depending on what we were asked to contribute. If I have a choice, I will probably offer to bring bread, which is easy to make and tastes good, but it doesn't cost a lot. I have some videos I made earlier on $100 Christmas that you're welcome to watch, and I wish I had more time to add some ideas. In this video, I decided to focus on Christmas dinner. The easiest solution is to do a potluck with others. That way you have family and friends to spend your holiday with, and each person contributes so it isn't as expensive. Another idea I used one year was to save half of our Thanksgiving dinner and freeze it, and then I used it for Christmas dinner. It was so nice to have everything cooked and ready. I just had to warm it up. It's so easy to spend a lot of money on Christmas dinner because you want to make it special for the holidays. I would suggest that you set a budget for your meals. Figure out the best meals you can make with the money you have. Don't rack up charges on your credit card that you'll have to pay later. A lot of times, we'll just have soup and bread for Christmas Eve along with a salad. You could also use a Costco chicken for a main dish and add sides and dessert. There is nothing wrong with a simple meal. In fact, you might like it a lot better. Most people get plenty of treats from other people at Christmas time, so why not just freeze them and save them for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Our big meal is a breakfast brunch on Christmas, where we make hash browns, omelets, and muffins or cinnamon rolls. I freeze peppers, onions, and some meat ahead of time for the omelets. Potatoes are cheap, and muffins are easy to make, and you can make really inexpensive muffins that also taste great. If you want to make a more expensive muffin, then just make fewer of them. Instead of serving an all-you-can-eat buffet, just plate the meal ahead of time like they do in most restaurants. Besides saving money, it will help you to avoid overeating. There is so much food around at Christmas, and it's so easy to overeat. Find fun ways to make inexpensive things festive. Make a veggie Christmas tree, or make cinnamon rolls into a Christmas tree or a wreath shape. Try using your Christmas cookie cutters to cut slices of bread and have toast with some kind of red jam on it, or peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese sandwiches cut into Christmas shapes. The sky is the limit when it comes to being creative and cost cutting. You can really make a nice meal for a small price. Look in your cupboards, freezer, and fridge and see what you can come up with for holiday meals without breaking the bank. Merry Christmas, and thanks for watching the Spendwise Moms channel. Please subscribe for more videos like this.